Hello everybody, welcome back to the club. Today I'm gonna talk about the Angry Connor, the Tier 5 premium British tank destroyer. Looks really nice, and we got this tank right now in the store. So this should be the Angry Connor for real. This tank got a history. We're gonna also see the history of this tank. But let's now take a look at the price of this tank in the store. So we can have this vehicle for about, if I'm not mistaken, 2.5k of gold in a bundle. We will receive 10 pieces of 5 times more crew combat free XP certificates. The tank will be fully upgraded, and before we talk about the upgrades and stuff, let's have a small look of the history of this tank in the real life. So this is how the tank looks like in the reality. We got also some other pictures. Let's take a look. I also like this picture showcasing us how the tank is going hull down and showing only the turret. So also in the go hull down, and I really like it, especially tank destroyers with paper armor and only the turret can maybe take some shots. Here we can see a tank in a hull down position, the Angry Connor. So the real name of this tank is not like this. We're going to see why this tank is called Angry Connor. Another one, and another old picture. Yeah, really interesting. The real name of this vehicle is a Valentine Mk1 Archer. It's a British self-propelled anti-fitted with an Ordnance QF17 pounder gun. Designed and manufactured by Vickers Armstrongs 655, were produced between March 1943 and May 1945. It was used in Northwest Europe and Italy during war. It served with the Egyptian army also. This vehicle was unusual in that its gun faced the rear of the chassis instead of the front, and that's why we have here a reverse engine in this vehicle, and that's why we are also much more faster driving backwards than forwards. Really strange, that's how it is. So yeah, this tank is really, so as you can see, for real, served in the World War II and was used in Europe, but also in Egypt and Jordan. And now let's take a look why this tank is called like this, Angry Connor. There is a legend, Irish legend, why this tank is called like this, and why we have the bottle at the bottom of the tank. So that bottle. Including to historical reference, the Angry Connor, as we said, it's a British premium Tier 5 tank destroyer with their unique camouflage and its own war history. The vehicle was commanded by Garrett O'Connor, an Irish army officer. So he wasn't able to do war in Ireland. That's why he escaped to England with some friends, and he was there allowed to drive the Valentine Mk1 Archer, and he was a very skilled and very famous commander. So his crew, his people, gave the name to the tank, actually the Archer, the Tier 5 tank destroyer tank, the Angry Connor. And the distinguishing features of this tank destroyer are its terrifying warband and a barrel fixed on the hull, where according to the legend it was hit by a German shell. Nobody knows what is inside the barrel, as Garrett promised to open it only after the end of the war. So far so good. It's some history about this tank. I find it interesting to let you know what's going on in the real life with those tanks and why this tank is called Angry Connor. And now let's go. And this should be Mr. Garrett O'Connor, the dude there, and this is his barrel, the barrel of luck. Maybe he used only that barrel just to have some luck and help the crew from behind, because we have here paper armor. I don't know, what was going on in his mind a few years ago. But this dude, I think, deserves this name. And the tank, I mean, it's a funny, nice name for this tank, the Angry Connor. Now let's take a look at the upgrades. We have here 636 hit points. We can deal 160 damage per shot. A fast reload time for a tank destroyer, tier 5 tank destroyer, only 4.4 reload time. Good penetration, paper armor, no chance to talk about the armor. And the thing is, we have good rotation, but we are very slow, especially forward. This tank got a reverse engine. That means we can drive much more faster backwards than forward, and we are gonna see it also in the gameplay how it looks like. And I also like to drive most of the time if I want to go to my spot backwards with this tank, because we can reach with that 32 km per hour and forward only 12 km per hour. That's really funny. Here we go, top speed forward 12 km per hour, reverse 32 km per hour. But this tank got really a high DPM for the tier 5 tank destroyer, one of the highest maybe. And yeah, insane penetration. We have to use, of course, camouflage net. We have really good camouflage, really good concealment, engine accelerator, of course, toolbox, improved assembly, anyway, paper armor, and defense system. So that's what I'm using as equipment for this tank. Consumables, I know some of you call it useless, but for this tank it's not useless to take with you engine power boost to the battlefield, because we need this. We are really very fast, and we need to change to the spots sometimes playing with a tank destroyer. That's why I'm taking with me in the battlefield the engine power boost, multi-purpose restoration, and of course the adrenaline to reach a lot of TPM. So I don't know, let's compare very fast the other tank destroyers in the game. Point of TPM. Oh man, the Yak, the Sturmgeschütz 3, the Stag 3 got only 1.7 TPM, so it's really a huge difference compared to the Angry Connor. The SU 2k TPM, but it's a premium tank. The 82 only 1.6, so the Angry Connor got really a very high TPM, and we can deal a lot of damage with this tank. But yeah, it's a tank destroyer. We are always team dependent playing with this vehicle. And now let's jump to the battlefield. I got some nice gameplay for you with this beast. Let's go. Here we go again. So what we are going to do is with this vehicle, like every tank destroyer, I'm repeating it every time, but I have to, because we have always new subscribers and new people watching, beginner players. And as you can see, I'm driving backward because I'm faster. Looks really pretty strange, but this is how we have to play with this vehicle. We have to go drive backwards, play backward to reach very fast our spot. And then start, deal your damage. It's better, for example, to hide behind the bush. Pray that you're not going to be spotted, because yeah, it's gonna be really critic if you are going to be spotted and you are not in a good place where you can hide again. That's why, yeah, try as good as possible to hide, sneak your shots, and yeah, rely on your concealment, on the camouflage, and yeah, hope that, as I said, we are not going to be spotted, because it's really a big problem if a light tank or a medium tank trying to surround you while playing with this vehicle. We have really no chance. We are very slow and forward movement. That's why yeah, just stay backline, sneak your shots. It's a normal, yeah, typical tank destroyer playstyle, nothing else to say. But if you have a good day, if you are lucky, and if you are in the right position, we can deal a lot of damage, as we can see already. In not even 2 minutes, 800 damage dealt. And now I'm turning around to the left side, to the heavy side, because those Matildas there are trying to push on the Matilda of my team. So I'm gonna just stay here and wait till they appear for me, and I keep dealing damage. So nothing special, boring playstyle, but yeah, I mean, it's really worth it, this tank. I mean, 4 seconds reload time with adrenaline maybe less time, reload time, and we can just deal a lot of damage. We have an accurate gun, good shell velocity, good penetration, so yeah, why not, why not. Here we go, 200 of damage. So it's really in point of, yeah, damage and gun and concealment, really a very strong tier 5 tank destroyer, and it's worth it if you are a good tank destroyer player. You are going to have a lot of fun playing with this vehicle. I mean, 1.5 of damage with a tier 5 vehicle is really not bad at all. Here we go, second class mastery badge, 61 credits won, so it's really also a good credit maker and the best player of my team. So yeah, tankers, that's it about the Angry Connor. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and yeah, stay safe, stay tuned, and see you later, alligators. Bye bye.